So what's going on here?
Can you go back to the beginning of that?
Yeah, sure. I could go back.
Please attempt to explain what is happening. Please attempt. Just attempt. Go all the way to the beginning.
Okay, all the way to the beginning.
Set it up. These
Okay,
are
wait.
police, right?
Yeah,
Or are they
they're security guards.
Okay,
well, they're
security
urban management, I guess.
Chongguan, okay.
Which is technically they are like a low level branch of the police. They're
Yeah,
connected
yeah.
to the police.
Yeah.
If you look on their uniforms, they have kind of like
Yeah.
police insignia and stuff because they are connected to the police.
So what for all the listeners out there that heard two male screams, what happened in this video?
Well, they're getting some kind of a massage.
So there's two security guards in police uniforms laying on a massage bed
Yeah, and they're getting like this weird. They're getting pulled back.
by like flight attendants.
Yeah, exactly.
They're getting yanked.
Yeah, but that's whatever. Okay,
Yeah.
this is if you go for a massage in China, you'll get this sometimes.
The outfits are a bit weird.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I mean that's whatever. But the bizarre thing is the barbecue aspect. They've got barbecue lined
they're
up.
grilling it
Yeah, they are. They're grilling barbecue.
indoors,
in front of the
inside in a room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like in front of the massage table,
Right.
okay, that they're lying down on, and they're like pulling the guy up and feeding him. I think the second one's better though.
I love that. He's like in agony, but then he takes
likes
a
it.
bite and he goes,
I like that so much that I went ahead and made a soundbite.
What was actually happening in here? So I'm just trying to think how this is set up. So
Yeah.
you got Chongguan, which are basically security guards that go around and beat people up in the streets if they're
Yeah.
selling something on the street.
Yeah.
Right? So let's say you're an old lady selling vegetables.
Yes.
They'll go punch you. They'll literally steal
They'll
everything.
break your stuff or steal it.
And
yeah.
they do hit people all the time.
Sure.
And people hate them.
Yeah.
But they're in a massage parlor with flight attendants.
I mean, that's just
breaking their backs.
The uniform for the staff.
Okay,
there.
in uniform.
Okay, yeah.
And pulling them back like a banana while somebody is simultaneously cooking Chinese barbecue indoors
and
on coals.
Then shoving it in their mouth.
Shoving it in their mouth as they go up in pain.
I know.
There is no intro or outro to this clip.
No, this is
This
it.
is just something
It's
fell in your lap.
It's just this.
I love his bites. I love his
Dude,
bites.
I mean, that's why I just had to do a... Let me find it.
The little smirk at the end. I love it.
I had to do it. Anyway, we thought we'd show you that absolute bizarre clip.
What is? Oh, there's more at the end there where they release the guy.
They
in
release
the
the
back.
guy at the back. I could just see it being rather like a kind of a messy thing.
Yeah, I mean, this is not a thing that happens.
I've never
seen
done this.
Yeah.
There's a lot of interesting, weird stuff that you can do in China that I've tried.
Cupping set you on fire, and
you get a foot massage and you can like
coffee.
drink coffee and stuff, whatever. But I've never seen street style barbecue force fed to someone while they're being like hurt on a bed. You know what I mean? It is kind of interesting, but it's one of those things you just gotta love about China, though.
it is.
Yeah.
Love all the onions.
In more international news, Twitter changes stoke Russian-Chinese propaganda surge.
Would you be surprised if I told you that when Elon Musk removed all the state-sponsored labels, so remember, he took all the shill accounts, all the state accounts, all the China's government Twitter accounts, which aren't allowed to be on Twitter, by the way, according to their own laws.
Yes.
Because that's blocked in China.
Sure.
They get to use a VPN and go abroad and promote Chinese nationalism and propaganda, like what Wang Wenbin just said.
Yeah, exactly.
And before it said Chinese state-sponsored media. And then you could look at it and go, oh, that's just state-sponsored media from China.
Yeah.
Easy way to not just discount it, but to look at it from the perspective of, okay, this is what the Chinese government wants me to think, right?
Yeah.
He removed these labels. Everyone's like, what are you doing, right? And then all of a sudden, all of the shill accounts ended up with blue check marks, which somebody paid for. Who knows who paid for those? Who knows?
Chinese government or themselves.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, Elon announces, oh, now posts with blue check marks will be boosted in a surge. An absolute tidal wave of Chinese and Russian propaganda came over Twitter.
Here's the thing, guys. Think about it from yourself. Would you pay for a Twitter blue check mark? I certainly wouldn't.
Absolutely not.
I think it's narcissistic. I think it's bullshit.
Can I say something?
What?
If you have a blue check mark, you're a freaking dweeb.
No, I mean, okay, look, I understand if there's a brand.
Sure.
Or if someone's like, I don't know, a makeup influencer
Yeah.
or something, and they need to get their name out there. And
Sorry to all the people with blue check mark.
Exactly.
Kind of not.
But they're
bit joking.
Sure. There are certain cases where you would pay for it because you need that extra reach. It's part of your marketing.
Or if you're a dweeb.
But if you're a normal human being who just uses Twitter, like you and me,
Yeah.
we wouldn't pay for it.
I think it looks kind of douchey.
It does look douchey. But if you're a
Doesn't it make sense?
a propagandist for a government, what easier way to get reach and get your propaganda out there than to pay for the extra reach? They pay for SEO, they pay for adverts, they pay for everything. So, of course, they're going to pay for blue check marks.
Overnight.
Yeah,
when those labels were removed.
And it's very interesting to see that all of the shills have blue check marks. All of them.
I'm never the kind of person that does like conspiracy theory shit. I need verification. Not Twitter verification, but I need verification on what I'm talking about. And it is now more and more looking like what I originally, like my gut kind of told me, and that is that all of this drama with NPR and BBC and all this stuff and CBC was orchestrated by Elon himself to cause controversy to be able to remove all the labels in the end for Russia and China and state media from other countries.
Whatever his whatever his motivations are, you cannot overlook the fact that he's just signed a big deal to open a new big gigafactory battery thing in China, and that he produces Teslas in China, and that one of his biggest markets is China, and that he owes a lot to the Chinese government for allowing him into China and access to that market. And so there's definitely some kind of a conflict of interest there.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, of course, he's got a lot of fans from all sides, and a lot of people think he's an absolutist when it comes to freedom of speech and all that. But, if he is going to be that, he's definitely not showing that by buddying up to China and allowing the Chinese propaganda, arms to go wild and run rampant. You know what I mean?
It makes no sense.
Yeah. So have a little bit of critical thinking when it comes to this whole thing.
Yeah.
It's a disappointment.
But it's a big deal.
Of course,
it's a really big deal. It's a huge blow to people's ability to recognize state propaganda and information warfare. Because we are, I hate to be one of those guys, but we're in information warfare right now.
Sure. Of course we are.
The state budget of China is to change the Western mind, or actually the whole world's mind about human rights atrocities and what China's doing in the world.
Yeah, actually interesting. I recently saw a video from a guy who got approached by the Chinese government to do propaganda. And one of the things they stipulated that he may not mention in his videos is he may not mention the possibility that COVID came from China.
Or from the lab or whatever. Yeah,
exactly. That type of thing. And may not mention certain things because that's their biggest fear is that it actually gets found out.
And look what happens, though. You have an entire state apparatus that uses Western platforms like Twitter and now has a huge leg up to confuse the world because they will pump billions of dollars into it.
Now, they take advantage of these tankies and dissatisfied Westerners who think that their life sucks so bad because, I don't know why, just because they can't, I don't know, get ahead in life or whatever the case. And they take advantage of disillusioned people to spread propaganda. Once again, it's horrible because these people that are being taken advantage of, they can't see the wood for the trees. They don't understand what they're doing.
No.
And they don't understand how bad it is. And they also don't understand what a shit show it would be if they were actually in a country like China as a Chinese person.
You want China to take over be the global police. Welcome to your new life. You'll live in the fear.
Yeah, you will. I've got to put that back.
We don't have living in the fear. That's why I set you up for the soundbite.
I know. What do I have?
New?
I got.
Now, would you like me?
Oh no! No!
Yeah, this is you right now.
Oh God!
I got to follow it up though. Yeah.
Oh my God!
Anyway, it's back. The cat is back.
Oh no, not again!
Yeah.
Oh. Selfish ass grab hags.
Yeah, they're just grab hags. They want photos of that.
They still won't get a good picture.
No. They love destruction. And he'd have a drink and he'd turn into a freaking tomato. It really must suck if you're Asian and you're trying to like have a little sly drink with your parents not knowing or something. You know what I mean? You can't. What a sucky way to die. Die by peanut.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Imagine that on your gravestone.
Dead by peanut.
Death by peanut.